All right. This is a dividend army update. I surpassed the $300,000 mark for the first time ever yesterday in my dividend army. It has taken a long time and a lot of mistakes in my investing journey. I will give you a little history. I started out basically with some mutual funds, not knowing what the hell I was doing. And then my first two stocks ever were Amazon and Dunkin'. Back then it was Dunkin' Donuts, which is now no longer a publicly traded company, but I do hope they come back to the public market one day because everyone runs on Dunkin' in America, right? Anyway, so I have a few individual stocks in this portfolio. Not all of them pay dividends, and I have a lot of ETFs. Right now, I'm blessed to be receiving over $2,600 a month in dividends on average in this particular portfolio. I have about $30,000 in cash. My strategy is going to be defined in this particular video. Um, my Let's start with the individual stocks. Palantir, this is the company I'm most bullish on. I think Alex Karp's a genius, and I think it's going to be a $1 trillion company within the next 3 years or so. So there's still a lot of upside in Palantir. By my calculations, assuming the share count stays the same, it will have to reach $420 per share to reach the $1 trillion mark. And I think Alex is very smart, and so is the management of Palantir, where they will make sure to do a stock split around that point in time because they know that the retail army loves them. I have a few other individual stocks here. Main Street Capital. I like boring business development companies. Main pays a great dividend and has performed exceptionally well over history. Google, what can I say? I just added a little Google today. Google is the monster, the beast. It's basically its own ETF. I hope it goes lower. I want to add more. Reality Income, it's known as the king of the REITs, basically. Amazon, we all use Amazon. I just bought a new home. I have been having Amazon deliveries every day to help get this house ready. Marvell, I think Marvell is going to be another $1 trillion company. It's still very cheap if you look forward guidance to where they're headed. Gain, another wonderful business development company. Intel, I keep selling puts on Intel and not getting a sign, so I just said, all right, let me just start buying a little at a time. SoFi, I have a love-hate relationship with SoFi. I hate it more than I love it, but I still believe in the long term it's going to be a great bank and a great company. Rigetti Spaghetti, this, if I'm right, is going to be a monster in quantum over the next 10 years or so. I sold a put going into earnings here. I hope to get assigned at $15. I intend on adding to all these positions, but I am mostly an ETF investor. That's how I sleep well at night. So let's get to the meat and potatoes of this portfolio. SPYI is my number one holding. I have about $62,000 into it. Over 1,154 shares. QQQI is second at 1,038 shares, almost $57,000. Then SCHD, which is the GOAT of dividend investing ETFs, 715 shares. And GPIX, I have 420 shares. Then QDVO, which I like about this fund is they don't sell covered calls on all of their positions. They sell strategically. So I think the upside potential is huge in the long term on it. GPIQ, this is another NASDAQ 100 income ETF. SPY. All right, SPY should be the basis of everyone's portfolio, if you ask me. Jim Cramer has said repeatedly the first $10,000 of your money should go into it. I absolutely agree. I add $100 a day into SPY. XLKI, which is like an XLK covered call fund. CHPY, this is the only yield max fund I buy because I think the rest are crap. And I know this one is still risky, but I like the weekly dividend. It keeps me motivated. JEPQ, which is JP Morgan's NASDAQ 100 covered call fund. OVL, this has been a good one so far. TSPY, this is a another S&P covered call fund. A little different. I believe they sell the 0 DTE. So it's a, like you get the premium. Like I've done that with SPY in the past myself. SCYB, this is a Schwab High Yield Bond ETF. XLEI, this is your XLE covered called fund, and honestly one of my best performers. I haven't had it very long either. SPHD, this is a very stable monthly paying dividend fund. XLUI, which is covered calls on the XLU. IGLD, this is my gold play. It's a higher income covered call fund on gold. XLFI, which is your financials ETF covered call. PULS, just a bond, short-term bond. RFI, this is a CEF on REITs. BINC, this is an income ETF, bond, cash type thing. Small position in QQQ. It used to be a lot bigger, but I sold a lot out before the correction really got started that we just had. But I should have bought a lot more back at those 660 level, 670 level, but it's okay. And FIZY, it's a new ETF, Fizzy. It's supposed to pay weekly dividends. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but so far it's performing very well, and I just bought it, I think yesterday or Monday. I forgot I added to it. I'm just going to buy that one cautiously because it's very new. I'm going to get to 100 shares of PLTR. I wish I held my 1,400 shares of PLTR at $15, but we can't go back in the past. I'm very blessed and I can't really complain. My goal here is to turn this into $1 million portfolio and generate over $100,000 a year in dividends, because then work becomes completely optional for me. My day trading has gone pretty well. Can't complain. I have had some bad days, but most days are winning. I just need to cut those red days down significantly, and then I will be on my way to complete financial freedom, which is the whole goal when I started investing and then took upon trading. I'm scalping SPY and QQQ most of the time. I wait for setups. I get in to a position. If it goes my way, I take profit. If it goes against me, I have up to 3 average ins. Trying to manage those position sizes, especially in more volatile markets, to smaller. Don't need to hit the YOLO button at this point in my life. I just need to keep making steady income and steady gains. If I had any words of advice going forward to people newer in their investing journey or even their trading journeys, is just a little bit at a time really does add up in the long run. I have started over from zero at least 5 times. I have messed up more than anyone could mess up and learned so much, and eventually you have a choice. You can quit, or you can write down things, write down rules, stick to those rules, develop a plan, control your emotions, and then get to it. And that's what I would recommend. Emotional control. This is all a game when it comes down to it. It's a high stakes game, but trading and investing are 2 totally different things. They both use stocks, they can use options, whatever, but investing, the simplest path to building wealth is just to keep putting money in. Every week, every 2 weeks, every month, even daily, whatever it takes. Just keep doing it and compounding, and then don't sell. That's the hard part. Like, people see profits and they want to sell. Unless you are using that money for a specific thing, like a car purchase, a home purchase, something major, don't sell. Just keep adding to the thing. This account would be over $1 million right now if I didn't sell. I've had Nvidia before it was a 20x. I've had Google when it was a baby. I've had Apple when it was a baby. I've had Palantir when it was a baby. I've had Amazon when it was a baby. I saw these companies early and was very good at picking stocks. I am a great stock picker. I am a horrible holder, and that's something that I've worked working on currently still is just ignore it when they're up and then add on the red days or add regularly, to the positions, and then just let it sit there and compound, because great companies go up and to the right over the long term, just like great ETFs continue to do the same thing. Like the total gains in this account right now is not a lot. It's $6,500. That's your, what you would call it, unrealized gains right now. But if we look at my realized gains in this particular account, there's another over $9,000 that I've made trading things. And you could see your proceeds and cost basis is over $3 million because I'm an active trader. But this is not a primarily trading account. This is an investing account that I just hedge a little bit, and I made some money on a downturn on put options or trading earnings after the releases when there's a clear trend. But luckily I have a lot of margin ability in this particular account, but I never put myself into big trades in this particular account. It's just small little wins. I count them as daily dividends, and, it is what it is. But, nobody wins 100% of the time. Look at the gains to loss ratio, 67% in this particular account. That's better than, that's in school, that'd be like a failure rate, or a D- or something. But it's about letting your winners be winners and your losers getting the fuck out of them as fast as possible. So I will update this account probably when I reach the 350 mark. But keep on going on your journey. Never quit. Don't let the hard days win, and just keep moving forward.